Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing look at, yes, you guessed it, Hearts of Iron 3 Black Ice 10.41. And we're moving to the west. Now, unlike a lot of my playthroughs, we started this at close to historical date. So we've got a considerable time before we get into Fall Gelb and pushing into the west, but we are starting to shift the forces there now. But before we get into the rest of this, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, and post a comment or two, even. You can do two down below. That really helps feed the algorithm a lot. And I want to say thank you to the Hoffmanator for his support on the Patreon page, as well as the other ones, and I will be calling out the other ones at different times. Just got to remember to do that. Okay, so yeah, let's continue this here. The support means so much. I'm just surprised that people are interested in it. Okay. Pause. Envoy has been attacked. Emden convoy to Boston has been attacked, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so any imports from, not export, but any imports from the USA are going to be stopped immediately, because we don't want partially the negative convoy hits due to our national unity. And so we will stop that immediately to not have that happen anymore as soon as that actually effectively does stop. Okay, core command structures have advanced, and I think that is going to be grayed out. Yeah. Okay. And so delay between attacks is now total for all the levels 9 hours. Reduce radio strength +6, unit cooperation, masterful breakthrough, and all of that. Those sure plunks there twice at 2 different percents. I don't know if that's intended or what. Oh, and I'm moving east yes, we're going to have a few as this, taking on our escorts. We can see our revolt risk. I have deployed a few of these because I could deploy them there. I just created a command for them. They will eventually, these are made to be port garrisons eventually, but right now we're going to keep them in the east to sort of keep the Soviets honest, as it were. Haha, yeah, joke, I get that. But and I'm moving west, the main forces, but these guys are moving, a bunch of these guys are moving east to, with some of the fascist militia, which has suppression 10.5, and I'm moving a bunch of these HQs because they have the SD here with suppression 15, the HQs themselves suppression 3.6, and of course the motorcycles 5. So they're, you know, they're going to be suppressing the hell out of everybody and moving a few of the Totenkopfstandard, which are these guys, and their suppression is 11 plus that. So they're going to be, you know, rather suppressive. To make sure the resources flow into our industry. Okay, we've won here. Yeah. It sure seems like there's a lot. Well, there's a lot of our submarines, of course. Oh, that stack just looks like a big Polish something there. Maybe a bunch of torpedo boats? I don't know. Good thing we have these guys out here. They should be somewhat effective. Okay, well, that's pretty damn strong. Okay, well, motor torpedo boats, I guess that ain't much. Poland had, I think it was 3 destroyers and 3 submarines. Okay, keep going. An engineer frame research. I think will be, yeah, that's grayed out. Even moved a few of the armored trains because they have various ideas of how originally sort of thought to be, you know, to add to like Goring's unit. So when you move them around, it's a little bit more, but they have a little bit of suppression in there. Okay, well, we had a battle out here, and they took out some of our subs. A lot of mud starts to clear. Now, one good thing about all those red, you know, spawn penalties is that they give the units without costing any resources. So it's sort of like the ICs, but you know, are sucked up, but not the resources that would normally be there. We have an upgrade. Okay, maybe I waited too long to upgrade the cavalry division to, or the cavalry brigade to the division. Okay, what? Okay, it's at least. It's controlling Istenburg. Okay. Thought we were controlling Istenburg. I don't know. Okay, where the 7th division? Maybe it'll just pop up here. Later, don't know. Armored division. Okay, well, there's Istenburg. But we will, oh, there it is. It's right there. 7th division from the, there we go. There's Rommel. Will that show up in Berlin? There we go. We'll give Rommel his division. There we go. Destroyer escort will advance. I think that is here, and we're going to stop it. We do want commerce defense, which will help our convoys, but we'll wait until we get a free slot to shift over to that. Oh, currently, how is revolt risk looking? Here, pretty bad. Here, some places because these units are still moving. Now, I wanted to do that because then I wanted to come here and see military government. Seeing what we're getting out of space 2. So we're getting like 10% of what it would be. Base 1, it's 20%. 3, that's doing better. Maybe just been longer occupied. Full occupation versus military government. Revolt risk plus 18 as opposed to plus 16. Local manpower modifier down 30% versus 85%. But we get a lot more ICs, but I don't know how much we're worried about ICs. Local resources, though, 25 minus 25 versus minus 75. Soviet liberation in whatever this is. Bernix Krieg. That looks pretty brutal. We may go over to full occupation here for Poland. We'll wait and see a little bit here. Let's come back over here. So, okay, we've yet to annex this part. I think we will. I moved up a bunch of the SS types up here to make sure that we were suppressing. This really should have a standard infantry regiment, because the Politsy Schutzen regiments, they were full military regiments. Basically, my understanding, and I can read up and look up, I know things, is that there were a lot of police officers that had been drafted, going through the, the draft process in Germany, and was, in for however long they were, 6 months, 18 months, whatever it was. And, were theoretically reservists in the army, but had left, the army as active duty and became police officers. And instead of sort of giving them up back to the army, Himmler, who was in charge of the police by this time, just took those personnel and formed a division with whatever equipment he could get his hands on. It's not anywhere near an elite division, but yes, it had artillery and it had, I presume, anti-tank. I don't know at this point. I presume so, but I don't know what that means. Are those PaK 36s? Probably, but I don't know. The SS had trouble getting equipment. So it could be Austrian stuff. Famously, you see at least one photographed. I don't know how many were there, but during the battle for Danzig, the Heimwehr Danzig, you see them using a black painted armored car that has a turret sort of in the middle, and it's actually designed to basically have no rear end. It can drive, in either direction, but it's unlike some that can do so. It's really sort of some of the later vehicle, a lot of the later 8-wheeled vehicles had 2 driving positions, but it's really sort of designed to at least look and function as if you can't tell which is the front and which is the rear. And there's 8, 12, 20, whatever. They were Austrian made, and the SS ends up with them. And so there's at least one of them gets sent up to Danzig before the outbreak of the war. And so it's equipment like that that the SS were using is just stuff they can get their hands on, particularly at this stage, in 39. It wasn't cream of the crop for a lot of the stuff. Now, yeah, we will go exceptions for things like Leibstandard, but still, even there, it was something of a, get what they can get kind of thing. We're already down to under 500 because we have so much. We would have. Okay, further. Okay, stop. Oh, we've run out of diplomats. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know. Well, we'll lock that down. We'll decrease this a little bit. And we've been making sure that we've been having enough spies. Unlock that so anything that kicks in more will go to officers. We're at 102%. I want to get well over 110%, but at least. Okay, fighter pilot training, nice. And that now gets us. Do I do this? Let's look to see if there's. Because I was thinking of getting that to work on that, but that's 41. So, which we can do in 40. We can do it now, but it just research gets so bad it's almost better. In some cases, you have to look at the math, but in some cases it might be better to. Yeah, I think these would be good to do. Okay. The 23rd Panzer Division. We'll drop you there, von Manstein. Maybe for the moment. I'm going to wait till we get a few more of our some of these guys. Now, the aircraft that I had basically set up for their escort, I sort of tasked them to be night fighters in essence. Let me look quickly at the air war here. And black screen. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for liking the video. I was sort of tabbing in and out a lot before starting the episode, and that's probably what did it so quickly. But thank you so much for watching, and I will be continuing from the last autosave or save. So see you soon.